Now, from your weather authority, here's Chief Meteorologist Dan Smith.
Well, it is certainly sunny out there like it was over the last couple of days. Thing is, we didn't hit 107 like we had the last 2 days here, Saturday and Sunday, respectively. 97 degrees at the airport right now. A little bit more favorable because we still have about the same in terms of how dry it is out there. No sense in having to make it feel even worse than it has to. 13 miles an hour for those winds, and those have been remarkably consistent. Even overnight, they've been gusting up past 30 miles an hour. Certainly have been hearing it and hearing the leaves rustling around all through the night there, but nothing like the winds, again, that what we saw on Saturday night, a year to the hour. After we had our main event, June 23rd of last year, we had those winds coming in from the north side of town. We saw this thing moving in from Sterling County and making its way further south. It gradually made that turn, and we all looked at each other at the station and went, again, really? 87 miles an hour we recorded in Grape Creek. At least that was reported by a trained spotter up there. 72 miles an hour at one of our stations on the northwest side of town. It went down from there. South side of town barely got anything in terms of the wind, let alone the rain. Some residents saw about an inch of rain. South side of town, barely anything. I had seen at least 6 to 7 tenths on average on the north side here. We had that flood advisory as a result for it falling so quickly. And you have today, not so much of a view, really. We have just the tiniest little bit of some fair weather cumulus streaking across, and even then it's been relegated mostly down towards northwest hill country. Zooming this out, you have a little bit of coastal showers to deal with here. Other than that, we got that high pressure snaking a little bit closer to us, and it's, most of that severe weather has now moved off towards Atlanta, parts of Georgia, and the Carolinas. Now, just a few viewer photos, and I'm going to try to put in some new ones for every one of the casts here tonight. This was actually shown, I believe, last night on Sunday night here, but a lot of people sending in these beautiful, beautiful photos that we had of this really intense storm. As you saw, 87 miles an hour for what we had for those peak wind gusts reported by a trained spotter. That's essentially what we're going to go with here. Officially, Mathis Field, 49 miles an hour, but that's what's going to stand in the record books. Incidentally, record yesterday, I love this one, by the way. The record yesterday was 107, and we tied it. So we did tie the record for at least one of those 2 days. The 109 last year was set on June 23rd, so we didn't end up breaking that at 107 in any case. Thank you so much for everybody sending in all these photos, just looking so magnificent out there, and we will have new ones coming up at 6 o'clock. And speaking of new, here's a new prize for this week. For Winning with the Weather, courtesy of Kelly Grimsley Kia, you can enter to win this Samsung Chromebook, just about $230. Enter to win. We will be drawing the prize this Friday. And hey, if you want to check us out for severe weather coverage, that's definitely a way to do it. Forecast for tonight, 76 degrees, partly cloudy skies, fairly mild out there. Tomorrow, about the same, 99 degrees and mostly sunny too. Winds from the south, about 10 to 20. I think the winds are going to come back just a little bit compared to what they have been. Well, the heat, not so much, going right back up to the hundreds, and it's all the same almost. Difference only a few degrees, but once we hit the triple digits, I sort of tend to put the hot tag on there, as you see. Rain chances kept to a bare minimum for this week.